that is what you would call smash and grab, in my opinion. A great win for Newcastle, don't get me wrong. Great way to win it. Great sort of narrative to the game, but going through the majority of it, you were fearful that Newcastle were not going to pick up 3 points today. First half, no complaints at all about it really. Newcastle hitting the post a couple of times before Murphy put them 1-0 up, and you know, things were looking like they were moving in the right direction where they should be going. But for me, it should have been 2-0 going in to the break. Murphy missing a good chance, and that really gave a nervous feel to the second half, and it gave Fulham encouragement. Fulham brought on the young Brazilian Kevin after the break, and you know, again, that filled me with a little bit of fear maybe that, you know, Fulham fancied their chances, and yeah, they got back into it at 1-1 with Lukic heading home after a bit of a scramble on the line in which Botman got injured, but thankfully he is okay. We'll come back to that in a moment. But I think really the way the game ended, Newcastle piling on all substitutes, taking gambles, taking risks. They knew they had to win today. Eddie Howe knew that it was an important one to win, and yeah, thankfully they did it when Bruno popped up with full marks to William Masula. Came on, had a good run at Fulham. That's what they didn't want. They were starting to get very tired, Fulham. That's what they didn't want. They didn't want someone running at them, and Asula did exactly that. Had that shot. I mean, it would have been magnificent for him if that had gone in, but you know, the goalkeeper saved it, and Bruno rammed it home, and Newcastle are then 2-1 up, going into stoppage time, and you know, there was only one winner at that stage for me. I didn't think Newcastle would throw it away the second time, but yeah, 2-1, great victory, and it just moves them on to the next game, keeps everything ticking along nicely. And there was a real sense of relief when that second goal went in. I glanced down at the bench, and it was pretty much a bench clearance. You know, Eddie Howe going crazy, Jason Tindall going crazy, and the substitutes, Murphy screaming into the air, Gordon, a few harsher words, knowing that that was a game Newcastle should have had wrapped up long before then. But yeah, you know, great to see the players enjoying that moment. It takes Newcastle to 10th in the table at the minute as we speak right now, because Brighton are losing. But it was, yeah, overall a satisfying win for Newcastle. I think we'll celebrate it, but let's be realistic, they weren't ruthless to have this game put to bed. It would have been nicer to bring on all those substitutes with Newcastle 2 or 3-0 up, and then maybe save a few, you know, for the midweek game against Tottenham in the Carabao Cup. For that game, looks like Botman is going to be fine. Went off injured with the head collision, and now Eddie Howe reporting it's not a concussion, so he should be fine for the game if he decides to use him. Obviously Fabian Schär came on and did really well, and for him it was an opportunity to get back on the pitch. He hadn't played a game since October the 1st, so great moment for him today, I guess, and gives Eddie Howe a lot of options for that Spurs game. Suddenly, if they're in the quarterfinals of the Carabao Cup again, you know, the season's starting to take shape. But this victory for me will take Newcastle to a good place on the back of that Benfica win, and thankfully didn't look like there was too many other injuries, but you know, maybe some players didn't take their opportunity today. Those who came off the bench certainly did it. It'll give Eddie Howe a lot to think about between now and when he picks that team against Tottenham. But overall, Newcastle getting a great win here today. The fans celebrating that at the end in ferocious manner, and it just sets things up nicely for that clash against Tottenham Hotspur. Let me know what you think. Drop your comments into the box. Any questions as well for the next video, throw them down there and I will answer them in the next video. Thanks very much.